player on this one. Go for the fundamentals. A little bit of miasmatic prescribing later on and pop me in an acute. And they'll be marvellous, you know. You know, that kind of fantastic, isn't it? And the trouble is, folks, you know, the colleges, I hate this stuff. I don't teach methodology. I don't know how many other colleges do, but students get very confused about it, you know. And you get this sense of, again, removal from me and patient, looking at the totality, what's striking in a case. They start categorising it, which is a mistake. In my opinion, it becomes actually allopathic. Then, of course, there's the other student. The last student is the one that, well, I can't quote any of them because they never talk to me. They feel sorry for me, you know, and look upon me with disdain because I'm not as evolved as they are. And that's from the more esoteric approaches. And the remedies that they, you know, I never really, I can't quite handle it actually. I can't really deal with it at all. It's like the remedies are so grand, I'm very scared that it might be true. They're like universal sort of cure-alls. You know, you get a remedy, whatever, that unites the female aspects of the patient with the male. It's like, wow, I'd really like that, you know. Or, you know, this unconscious, collective unconscious becomes in harmony with the subconscious and the rectal symptoms, let's say. And I kind of like, oh, God. You just have this feeling that I'm going to go a much worse place next time around than they're ever going to go to. So, all these, they're all partially true, and I'm having a laugh. I like to press everybody's button, and they're all partial truths, of course, but all partial truths, if they're taken literally and too rigidly, become lies, become rigid. And we need clarification. I think clarification on a philosophical level about what we do. Do I have an answer to this? Do I have an answer to all this confusion? Yes, of course I do. Of course I do. Take up acupuncture. No. My answer is, have we got that thing? Oh, right. All right. My answer really is simplicity. I love simplicity. I don't care whether you agree with what I say today or not at all, but I hope it's obvious what I say. I like to be simple. That's beautiful. I like the simple language of my patients. I love it. I love simple stories. Like, it doesn't matter how you teach material. You know, Tony Hurley, myths. Use myths a lot. Greek myths. You've got Tyler, little anecdotes, my little dog stories. I love that stuff because it's very real, it's very flesh and blood. Students understand it. There's nothing clever about it. I think Sankaran actually says, not often I agree with him, but he said something about you've got to be lazy and stupid. I didn't pass my 11 plus, that's why I'm here now, and I think I'm not a bad homeowner. I'm stupid. I come from a place of naivety with my patients. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? I'm curious. I'm not trying to take them to a better place than they're at now. I'm not trying to do anything. Simplicity. Simple language, simple substance. And the other thing, which is kind of I'm getting more interested in, probably you've all done it and got bored with it, you did it 10 years ago, but anyway, I'm catching up, is my materia medica is, I'm kind of aware of the allopathy that goes on in the profession a bit. I think sometimes we can use homeopathy very allopathically, and we can be very allopathic. It's very difficult to get out of it when you've been brought up on it. And I've suddenly realised how kind of like I look at remedies, or did look at remedies, and look at patients in that slightly kind of disparaging sense of it's a biological pathology almost, you know, like platinum or anacardium. It's like they're weird, you know, and you see students taking cases and laughing and sniggering. Do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, hang on, we're meant to be the unprejudiced observer, but I also know I'm prejudiced and it's impossible and all that. And something, I was talking to Lionel Milgram, you know, who's a lovely, I never understand a lot of what he says, but he's very kind to me, very kind. And he said to me, you know, Bridge, your trouble is what you need to understand is you're an explosion. I went, what? He said, you're an explosion. You are billions of years old. Bits and pieces. Flew out of the planet. So I'm going, what? Whole crisp got caught in the back. What? Where's Kate? Is she here? She was shocked that I'm 68. I was 68. I'm much older than that, Kate. I'm billions of years old. And so are you, darling. Bits of gold and silver all in me. It was like, wow, it's suddenly clear. So the materia medica is all in me too. I am actually, there is anacardium in me in platinum. I've been looking at them as if this is sickness removed from me. I thought I was a homeopath. I wasn't really. I was still an allopath. Suddenly I thought, wow, I am Bufo. See ya. Some of you didn't get that, did you? Well, I sure ain't explaining. So all the difference between me and my patients is time. That's all. I've been in a platinum place. I've been in an anacardium place. I know these rooms because I've been there. I didn't necessarily get stuck there or frozen in that place. I think an image I have is kind of like frozen in, you know, in a remedy in a place, and you defrost, the remedy defrosts so that patient can move on. Is that quite good, isn't it? Yeah. And so I look at, can we have a look at, just take platinum for example. So this is kind of one of the ways I teach with my one student at my college, you know. Lots of discipline and, you know. You know, here it is, you look at, here's Kent, you know, it's who I love. I absolutely materia medica for me. In one sentence, Kent says stuff, in spite of all the culture that was on. In one sentence says what it takes, you know, chapters for other people to do, Coulter. She becomes arrogant and haughty. Pride, overestimation of self. Where does it all come from? Fright, shock, disappointed love. I've stopped teaching platinum in this way of, like, you know, the sort of the poodles and the woman that thinks she's much younger than she is and all this kind of stuff. It's me, I'm platinum, I can be platinum. I've been in a place where I was platinum. When fright, when I was so grief-stricken, when I felt alone, and the only way I could deal with it was to feel it more important than other people. You know what I mean? Oh, right, thanks a lot. No. Great. Always rely on your colleagues in the profession, can't you? You know, it's just me. You know, and that's what is, look, getting people to look, getting the students to see that the stuff is in them. You know, platinum. When I was 6, my mum bought me a teddy bear suit. Right? It was a zip-up thing with little floppy ears, brown. And I happened to fancy Alison D, who lived up the road. And I had to go to a party in this teddy bear suit. And I've never got over it, you know. I don't know why I'm telling you this story. I'm thinking... I suppose, you know, as teachers we all know, if I sort of say to you, and if you don't get the point of that story, you will do